NASA is about to make another attempt to launch its Artemis One rocket tomorrow after numerous delays. It's part of a new phase of lunar exploration. 3 News Now Chief Meteorologist Mark Stitz explains what goes into a successful launch.
Tonight's launch is the first step of many in the Artemis program to eventually take Americans to Mars. And while you and I likely never make it to Mars, these efforts continue to impact us. For now, this new space launch system is sitting on the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center in Florida with a 2-hour launch window starting just after midnight tonight. This mission is Artemis One, an unmanned test that will fly around the moon and return to Earth. Artemis 2 will launch with astronauts on board, and Artemis 3 will return Americans to the surface of the moon for the first time since 1972. NASA will then test new technology on the moon that can be used to take humans to Mars. I talked with Nebraska's astronaut Clayton Anderson, who is now the president and CEO of the Strategic Air Command and Aerospace Museum, about how the tax dollars NASA spends benefit us.
We develop technology through the innovations that we come up with to help put us in space and keep us there safely. So that's why it's important, not the destination, what we learn along the way, because it will come back to benefit every human on the planet and not just in Nebraska.
And you likely recognize these, or are a farmer that owns some of them: center pivot irrigation systems, leaving those trademark green circles you see from the sky or on Google Maps. A Nebraska company actually used space technology to design the gearboxes for its center pivot irrigation system, helping countless local farmers across both Nebraska and Iowa. And I was lucky enough to see this new rocket on the launch pad up close when I was in Florida this summer. But of course, due to the weather, lightning in the area, we were not allowed off of the bus to get pictures with it.
Okay, Mark. We were just talking about all the things.
Yeah.
You and I both right away, as we were hearing from Clayton Anderson, started coming up with examples. What are some of those for you where you think without that NASA technology, we wouldn't, or research, we wouldn't have this piece of tech?
It's so many, I mean, you look at radios got so much smaller after spaceflight. Rubber got better, just materials in general. You have to find better ways to survive the harshness of space. That translates down. So I love to see this project being revived. It's awesome.
I think about like GPS. How do we get anywhere without those turn-by-turn directions? NASA, a big role in that.